Welcome everyone to our first installment of Morgan Dollar Mondays with Massabesic Gold and Silver. I'm Dean with Massabesic Gold and Silver, and I'm glad that you're joining us today. Please remember to like and subscribe to our channel. Turn on notifications so you get the most up-to-date information from us. And of course, we'd love for you to share with your friends, those folks out there that you think might enjoy these videos. Today we're looking at Morgan dollars. Morgan dollars are arguably the most collected American coin, and ironically it was a British engraver that was invited to come to the United States to create this new coin for a brand new series of silver dollars. This today we're looking at the 1884 O. For those of you who are new to Morgan dollars, the O represents the New Orleans Mint. There were four mints that actually minted these beautiful coins. San Francisco in California, Carson City in Nevada, New Orleans in Louisiana, and of course the Mother Mint in Philadelphia. These are just really great coins to own. This would be considered a more common date coin. But again, they're just, I don't know, they're just so beautiful to look at and collect. The fields on this coin are especially nice. They're open, they're relatively clean with very little bag marks. You can see a little bit on her cheek and a little bit in front of her face there. Also with these, you'll see right in the center here, right in the middle there, by her ear, it seems relatively flat. That's pretty notorious, I guess you could say, with the New Orleans Mint. Some numismatic books talk about that there seemed to be not a lower level, but maybe a lot more haste and a lot more just kind of standards were a little lower, I guess you could say. I don't want to badmouth New Orleans Mint from that time, but it seemed like they moved at a much faster pace than other mints, especially in comparison to, say, the San Francisco Mint, where the luster of San Francisco coins seems to be a lot brighter and the strike a lot stronger. So you'll see that there is some great luster on this coin, and for those of you who are well aware of Morgans, take a crack at grading this coin as we look at it. These lines that you can kind of see there, those are die cracks, which are always kind of fascinating, I think, to see on coins, to kind of give us a glimpse of the minting process and how dies over time kind of wore out, if you will, and created these cracks. Again, just looking at this coin, this is just a really great common date to have. You usually can get it in relatively higher grades. So again, I don't want to tell the grade right away, but and here's another 1884 O that I want you to all look at. This one, of course, is toned. Some people like toning, some people don't. I really enjoy toning on coins. This one just has some really beautiful colors here. But, it's not for everybody. Some people love the toning, some people don't. But again, just comparing these two coins, you can see that there is a lot of luster. You can see that there's not a whole lot of markings on it. And both are graded by PCGS. And they're just, again, really great. The funny thing is, I actually bought this coin with the toning to replace the other coin that's blast white for the collection that I have. But when I started looking at them, I was like, wow, they both are just really great, amazing coins. So I decided, rather than selling the other one, I think I might just keep them both. But I think by the end of the video, you might find that interesting, why I'm choosing to do that. But let's just keep taking a look here at these. So like I was saying about the, oh, look at that. Oh, that's, yeah, sorry, I'm distracted as always. I just love the different colors there. Wow. And the luster is really nice for this coin. Yeah, that's cool. Anyway, I just was going to say how, I guess there was, when you dive into the history of all of this, these coins were produced, or almost really weren't produced until the silver mining companies throughout the United States, mostly obviously in Nevada and some in California, I believe. Anyway, they're having a hard time. Silver prices are actually dropping around the world, so they really needed to be able to sell their silver to somebody. So they approached some politicians who later pushed through. I believe it's called the Bland Allison Act. I believe that's what it is. Bland Allison Act of 1878, and that act established the buying of the silver and also the production of these coins in the four major mints. So that's why we have them today. And again, like I said, these are arguably the most collected American coinage. Oh, it looks like there's a mark here. Oh, yeah, just a little. Oh, that's on the case. So, but anyway, these are just beautiful coins. And for those of you who are just enjoying looking at these and the relatively open fields, I wonder if you can figure out, have a guess on those grades. Throw it in the comments if you get a chance. Yeah, these are just really beautiful coins to own and to collect. And you don't have to necessarily collect them, from start to finish, which is pretty hard. You'd have to probably take a lifetime to do that, depending on prices. Higher grades of some of these coins are relatively quite expensive, especially the rarer dates. We're talking about thousands of dollars, some even probably in the higher grades, maybe even tens of thousands of dollars. But this is definitely my favorite. And here is the first coin I showed you, which is also slowly becoming my favorite, even though I was going to sell it. It is blast white, as you can tell. There's no toning on this. Again, the fields are relatively open. Like we've been just looking at these, you can see that they're pretty comparable coins. At least that's what it looks like. And like I said, I was gonna get rid of this coin, but once I put them together, I was like, wow. So yes, MS64. I don't know if that's what you all guessed on this, but yeah, MS64, and I was going to replace it, of course, with the other coin that I purchased right here, this tone coin, which again, as you can tell, like looks relatively the same. I think you probably all know where I'm headed with this. The luster seems comparable. The fields seem relatively comparable. This is a toned coin, but toning really doesn't take away from the grade. And you can see on the reverse, but yeah, this is a MS65 with a CAC sticker. I know some people don't care about CAC, and I didn't buy it for the CAC sticker, but I bought it because it was an MS65 and I liked the toning. But when I put them next to each other, I'm like, whoa, these coins look so much alike. So I don't know. I don't really know what brought this down to a 64. Perhaps it's on the eye. There is quite the mark right on the eyelid, which you don't really notice from a distance, but of course when we put the loop on there and really get up close, you can see it. You can kind of see it there with your naked eye, right on the bottom eyelid there. But like I said, the reverse of this coin looks fantastic. It looks comparable to the other, and of course the obverse, just with that really big nick. But again, just really, really beautiful coins to own. Yes, these are common dates, so yes, the prices are much lower. Currently, I bought this coin recently, actually on eBay, for a little over $200 with the CAC sticker, which I was surprised I got it as cheap as I did, because as you know, on eBay, coins are relatively still pretty high. And then the 18840 MS64, I got that for about $80 in a lot. But you can see right there on that bottom part of her eye, there is quite the gash. So I don't know if that knocked it the full grade or if there's some other things. I know there's some little hairlines. Yeah, there it is. The little hairline there. Another one kind of in front of her nose. But as far as the rest of the coin goes, her cheek is relatively clear. Front of the the fields in front of her face and behind her head are relatively open compared to the other coin that's considered a gem coin at MS65. But yeah, these are just two fine examples, and I guess that also goes back to the, buying the coin and not the grade, right? Either one I think would be a really great addition to anyone's collection. But for right now, I'm going to hold on to both, and yeah, maybe down the road I might sell them, but we'll see. So anyway, this was our first installment of Morgan Dollar Mondays. I hope you enjoyed it. I know I talked a lot, so I apologize, but I just really enjoyed these coins. So every Monday, like I said, we'll be doing some more of these on Morgans, and please come back on the other days where I'm going to be talking a lot more about Canadian coins and perhaps some foreign coins. But until we meet again, enjoy.